Convict, you are truly in the version of your best self when you are clean. Cleans up so good. This pearl white is absolutely ridiculous, especially as this Pennsylvania sun shines down on it. So if you guys haven't caught it, we have version 2 foam cannons up on the website. These are in very limited quantities as they sell out extremely quickly, but boys, I'll tell you what, these things work incredibly well, as you just saw. They have an adjustable large mouth on them to get your pattern adjustment as needed and a pressure dial for lower or higher pressure. And the absolute best results are found with a high pressure power washer, but they also work very, very well with electric ones if you have one of those yourself. So we got everything cleaned up on Convict. He cleans up oh so good, and he's finally feeling like he's back. It's great to have this truck put back together on the road, sitting on its own weight and in use as my daily driver again. I can't even begin to tell you how much I miss this thing. It literally drives absolutely incredible with this 4-inch PMF 3-link coilover suspension conversion that we did, and it very much is not good just sitting. It needs to be out and about, my friends. Name the motor, ready, set, go. Looks like it's a nice Kenny. What is in that, boys? Can you tell from the sound? I've gotten good enough to where I can identify whether it's a Power Stroke, Cummins, or DURTYMAX, but I still don't know the big stuff yet. I'm working on it though. So boys and girls, first things first, on the agenda, we are debuting a new truck later this week on the channel, and I cannot wait to show it to you. It is a first for us here on the DURTYMAX Jack YouTube channel, and it happens to be a 2021. I've seen comments in the past requesting this specific truck, and finally, boys, the time has come. But that is very much not happening in today's video. Rather, I've got a juicy one for you guys about one of the most frequent questions that I receive in my DMs. And that question is, Jack, how much do you spend on fuel, being that you average anywhere between 5 and 6 trucks in your fleet at any given point in time, excluding the car? So we are going to pull a report a little bit later, and we are going to look at that collectively, as honestly, it was just one of those things for me that I really didn't even look at, as it was kind of more of an operational cost to do what it is that we love to do here on the channel. But today we are going to dig into those details. And boys and girls, before we get to that, I've got another major announcement for you guys. Procrastination Nation, today is your last day to get entered for Dream Diesel giveaway number 18, aka Sarge, and a fat old juicy stack of $30,000 cash. I'm sure you've seen by now, but if you haven't, 15 times entries are live through the deadline, which is tonight at midnight Eastern Standard Time. So you can very much chalk this up as my last and final warning for you if you still have time to get entered. The winner for Dream Diesel giveaway number 18 will be announced sometime mid-July, so I'd like to say that I look forward to meeting you and congratulating you in person. Enthusiast is the first link in the description below. Make sure you check out the site, explore how to get entered, and I wish you the absolute best of luck. It's been forever since I've looked at these black JTX forged clean up, and man, clean up they do so well. These 3713 524 Ridge grapplers married up to this wheel and tire combo is so devilish. The powder coating on these JTXs is some of the best that I've ever seen, and I love the fact that they come factory with forged center caps, not something you see on all wheels. They fit this truck oh so well in that super single combo, and man, I'll tell you what, this thing is only at the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the direction of where this build is going to go. I'm very much in this contemplation phase of, do I want to do one of two things with this truck? I'm pretty much set my mind on one of the two directions, and those directions being, do we maintain the the chrome accents on this truck like we do on some of the other trucks here on the channel, which I very much enjoy, by the way, or do we do a full chrome delete? Now is your time to contribute to the Convict build, as we are going to be gearing up to start this one very soon. So do me a favor, drop some comments below. I'm listening. I want to know what you guys have to say, because your suggestions are key and very crucial for the direction of Convict. Now, in even more exciting news here on the vlog, something that you guys have heard me talk about now so redundantly over the last few months is the pole building construction. If you didn't see, we secured our permits last week for that, and we've got the clear to build on my property, which I still kind of can't get over, but it's a very real concept that I just have to grasp in life, and I think all of us do, for things that we want to do with our property that we pay for, but we can't do with our property until we get permission to do. Anyway, and that is that we are actually going to break ground on the excavation aspect of things starting here in just a few days. We have to do a little bit of this thing called stormwater management. It's kind of part of the process of living in the Susquehanna Valley watershed. My Pennsylvanians know about it. I don't know if anybody else needs to succumb to those requirements, but we do here where I live. And we're gonna start moving that fill dirt, which we harvested from the back part of the property to bury those big boulders, like the ones that were sitting right where the PJ is now, to grade out where our pad is going to go, as the building is actually gonna be right here where I'm standing. We've got a little bit of a grading scenario where we actually have to raise the grade up to this height, which is 1.5 feet different from back here. And although I'm going to be very involved in this process, I'm still gonna do my absolute best to film every single component of the construction of the building for you guys, because man, I'm so excited to share this new adventure as we embark on what will be the third stage for us to make videos in the future. I'm so pumped, guys. You have no idea. Then once the building is erected, following the excavation and leveling to what is called our subgrade, we're then gonna get into actually drilling the holes, pouring the holes, putting our posts up in the air, and then building the actual building itself. And that, Jake and I are gonna be very much involved in with my friend Mike, who's helping me build it, or I should say we're helping him build it, because he's gonna be the one kind of calling the shots, and we're making this happen. Oh my God, it's miserably hot outside today. I'm not one to complain about heat, but I'm complaining today. All right, guys, so we are jumping into this lovely topic of curiosity. So I've gotten tons of direct messages from you guys asking how much I spend on fuel per year. And in all reality, it's just kind of one of those costs that I don't track. Occasionally I'll throw some numbers in my mind together, which gets me in a pretty good direction of a rough estimate, but I never actually pull the specific numbers out of my reporting system. But today I've done that, and to my surprise, the number is pretty spot on. This is kind of what I was guesstimating. So what I did was I pulled a rolling 12 average of all of the gas stations that I've visited from exactly a year ago to the day that I'm filming this video right now. So I've got my computer right here, and I've got my report tally going back to June by month, and I'm pretty spot on with my numbers, and I have the total number right here in front of me. It's kind of interesting because I actually only ever visited 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gas stations in total, which seems like kind of a low number to me, but it makes sense because I really didn't travel all that much with COVID and all that other kind of stuff towards the later part of 2020. So we've got ExxonMobil, Pilot Gas, Sheetz, Shell, Speedway, Sunoco, Turkey Hill, and Wawa on the list, making 8 in total, and I'm actually going to sort those from least to greatest. So we got our least over at Speedway and our most at Turkey Hill, which kind of makes sense because we've got a lot of Turkey Hills here that have diesel fuel in my specific area. All right, so if I take an average of my 12 months, I average per month roughly, any guesses? You guys want to drop some guesses below for an average of 5 trucks and 2 very inefficient gas vehicles, being that of my Corvette and the wife's supercharged Jeep? Drum roll, please. So over the course of the last 12 months, I averaged $885 per month in fuel. We're gonna call it petroleum gas-based products, right? So diesel and gas. Okay, so if I show you guys here, this gives you a general breakout as to where we are, so y'all know that I'm not making up any numbers. So my minimum month out of the 12 months that I pulled was $575. My maximum month spend was $1,400. The average that I spend per month, if I summarize the months that I'm looking at in my data range, is $885, and drum roll please. My total number right there, ladies and gentlemen, is $10,707.19. So that number was kind of in my ballpark, and it makes total sense because you figure the average to fill one of these trucks up at that fuel price range. We were looking at diesel prices between $2.50, and now with our new administration, they're like $3.50 or something like that. It's like $1 higher. If you take an average of $3 into our $885 per month, so if we take $3 per gallon on average and we divide it by what we calculated as my average of $885 a month, that gives us roughly 295 gallons of fuel that are consumed through my fleet. Now, if we break that out per year, 295 gallons by 12, we're looking at 3,540 gallons, which is roughly, oh boys, I could go all day. That divided by 50, because it's 50 gallons per barrel, we're looking at like 70 barrels worth of fuel consumed. Now, let's get a little bit more fancy with it being that we have all the numbers in front of us. If we want to take that average fuel cost again and look at the changes that were just recently put in place with our new administration, we're gonna go that the average fuel cost up here was $2.50 per gallon. The new fuel cost is $3.50 per gallon, and we're gonna calculate the delta. So I'm gonna run that real quick. So when we look at those numbers in the $1 delta, $2.50 per gallon to $3.50 per gallon, multiplied into those 295 gallons on average per month consumed, with these fuel changes, I'm actually losing $295 extra dollars per month. And then if we multiply that out by 12 months, then it's that $1 change results in a $3,500 difference per year just in fuel consumption alone. If you guys were curious, I actually used to do a lot of this Excel-based stuff back at my 9 to 5, and I got pretty good with this software. It's definitely one of those skills that I'm gonna keep with me for the rest of my life. It is a great tool to know how to use. So there you guys go. You have a better idea as to what it takes to fuel these big old beasts that we have here on the YouTube channel. And genuinely, I kind of wish I never did this exercise because I felt like my life was better not knowing that all of that money goes to fuel. And today is officially the last day that you can get entered for Sarge and $30,000 in cash, 15 times entries until midnight Eastern Standard Time. If you didn't make the cutoff date, I apologize in advance. Dream Juice giveaway number 19 will be rolling out here soon. I'm very excited about that one. It is a very, very big deal in a lot of ways. We at Enthusiasts cannot be any more grateful for the support, and we can't wait to find out if you're coming out to PA to pick up Convict's brother. We anticipate word back from Compliance Sweepstakes Services sometime around the middle of the month with a winner. Definitely be sure to follow Enthusiast on Instagram and on Facebook. Links in the description below to keep an eye out for those announcements. I think I want to have the walk and the reveal, or should I just be standing here?
Someone say fucking America.
My guy, yes, this is fantastic. We've prepared for this day for an entire month, my friend.
A month? This has been 8 months in the making, bud.
You're like, I was born for this day, boy. You want that? Got it? With a piece of wheat.
Welcome to America.
It's out.
It's actually fantastic.